Mm. Hi, everybody. Okay. Hi, everybody. Nobody's made it here yet. I am on part 4. I hope you guys are finding me. Okay, is it just me that's here or somebody else here? Okay, Mitz, thanks. Oh, Mary. You hit the live option again. Okay. I'm looking for the live option, Mary. This, I don't have that on my I don't have anything that says live option. Um, and Mary, the last Sunday, I had to log completely out. Hi, Franna. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Mitz. Hi, Mary. I had to log completely out of the internet. It wouldn't even let me go back and start a live stream over again. But one of the things that I can see on my monitor, her cheeks and things on this one. Let me. I like her shading above her cheekbones and all of that look really good. Usually the live thing lets me reboot. Today it's doing nothing. Mids, for some reason it knocks me completely off. So, and I'm hardwired in now. I went and got a 50-foot um, cable so that I wouldn't have this issue, and apparently I'm going to continue to have it. So, anyways, I'm not sure she's done, but for now she's done. And obviously, I'm not fond of her mouth. I may have to redo her mouth, but that's okay. I don't mind. I want to stick some more pieces in here. Oh, yeah. Oops, sorry for my head. I lost my chair. I really need to accomplish this book so that I can start doing pages in it. Because when I finish the scrapbook, I think I want to start in this one. So, and my box is really full. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, Thanks, Mary. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the help too. Well, hi, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Yeah. I've been knocked off 3 times already. That we're on part 4, so I am going to find another page because, like I said, my scrap bin is overflowing beyond belief. So I need to deal with some of my scraps. And then I made some more scraps. So I'm going to find my scraps that I buried in this mess. Here we go. Oh, thank you, Mary. Ruby, I just finished up my faces. Here, I'll show you since you just popped in. Um, I've been doing, I don't know if you know, but I've been doing Mary's challenge number 5. And this, I usually do sort of a real face and then sort of a, here, I'll turn the page. I can't lay it down because it's a little wet, but I do sort of a real face and then a very abstract face. And today I suffered with her lips and they're not quite right, but her eyes are really pretty good. And Mary says it's the best one I've done so far. So I'm really pleased. So, Franna, did you find us? So good. I'm so glad. Anyways, I'm just gonna real quickly stick some more stuff down in this. It's a fat book. Somebody's got to give me a name for this fat book. Maggie from Mags Loxley, Mags Loxley, she calls hers Big Bear. I think that needs some stuff under it before I stick it down, though. So mine needs a name. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, I can't hide. I can't seem to stay logged on, but I can't hide. I have made a complete mess out of this desk. You mean my fat book, Ruby, or my faces? Oh, the scraps. Patricia, I did a painting paper swap with Aunt Beck's group, and I'm doing a painting paper swap with Lisa, my Eclectic Life's group. And the paper I used is bigger than what we were supposed to be sending. And I sent some long pieces, but I also pulled out some of the pieces and cut them off. And so I have these skinny, long, scrappy pieces like so. Well, see, that one's got holes in it now. And I've been using them in other things. So yeah, I'm not hiding. I just really would like to not be knocked off constantly. That's true, Mary. And now I'm just sticking stuff in from my scrap bin because my scrap bin is too fat and my fat desk journal is not finished. And you guys are going to have to come up with a name for this stupid book, though, because everybody else's has names. Maggie might pop in. It's about time for her to, I think it's about time for her to get up, if I'm right. Although they were at the lake with friends the other day, I saw on her channel. Yeah, Mary, I have to actually start a new stream. Um, that's what's been happening to me, anyways. And for some unknown reason, I'm having to log completely out of the internet and come back on. Now, this last time, it did act like it was going to let me not do that, but Now, another thing is I'm using Firefox and I'm beginning to wonder if maybe I should try to stream in Chrome or something. That might be an option. Okay. Mary, you're talking about that you can resume. It will not, there's nothing that will let me resume. If I try to refresh my page, it knocks me off. If I try, I clicked on the live button, I had to start, it went to where I had to start a brand new stream. Now, the next question is, Mary, are you, when you go to do live, are you clicking the little, well, see, you're on your phone, so it's different. Um, because I have a little camera at the top of my screen. Okay. Mr. Buff. Okay, I missed something somewhere. Somebody catch me up. Oh, Mr. Buff for my, oh. Mr. Buff. El Gordito. Okay, Ruby, uh-huh. Let's see, Mr. Buff or El Gordito. No, the little camera, when I click on it, it takes me away. I don't know. I kind of like Mary's Mr. Buff. But I don't think I could actually call it that. I would laugh every time. Chubsters? Oh, Chubsters. Maybe I should have a contest. I'll have to think about that. Maybe I should have a name my book contest. Or like Mary, I should say, how many times am I going to get knocked off my stream contest? Uh-oh, I guess I better put some wax paper in there. I'll have to think about that. Mr. B. Okay, I'm thinking about that. We'll talk about that next week. Because if we're going to have a contest, I'll have to come up with a prize, won't I? Yeah. So watch the videos this week. Maybe I'll do a video on it. Yeah. That would be fun. What do you think, guys? Shall we have a contest? Now you know, don't you, that I am just sticking stuff down, right? There is no rhyme or reason when I do this. I just stick it. And I try to do one page in front and one page in back, because a lot of times when I do a couple pages in a row, they're similar, like because the scraps I grabbed are the ones with the holes and that kind of stuff. So, and it's getting fat and hard to work in. Oh, and there's a bug. Get off my thing. Oh, Mark pop in? I didn't see him come in. Hi, Mark. Sorry I'm late. Disrupt up our. Yes, Mark. I have to go watch later. I'm just sticking stuff in my book, so that it can get done. It's one of those accomplishments that doesn't seem to happen through the week. So then I'll go do something more fun. So, Mark, we're talking about naming my fat book here. So you need to watch either the live next Sunday or maybe I'll do a video. I have to think about it for a little bit. It might be next week. It might be later. But we're going to have a contest to name my book, I think. This is my fat book. It's definitely getting fat, and that is bleeding all over everywhere. Is that going to stick to stuff? Yeah. Okay. See how fat it's getting, guys? It's like, and I'm not near, I haven't stuffed it near full enough yet. I haven't even stuffed it to start being full enough. I also need baby wipes that are wet. Ugh. Thanks, Patricia. I don't know what it'll be when I get done. I mean, when I fill the book up with stuff, I wipe paint off in there. You know, I just scrape my paint off. When I fill the book all the way up, then I'm going to start doing my art journal pages in there. Okay, which way's up and which way's down? Okay. I think this needs some circles, some more circles on it. So I'm looking for my circle tools, and I think I cleaned up, and I think they are, there they are. Okay. So I'm going to put some black circles on it. What's the matter? Yeah, I think the contest should be for naming my book. You got lost. Oh. Oh dear. Oh yeah. Janet, did you find us? Janet was, I think, fixing food again for her son, and I'm not sure she realized I got lost. Okay. I think I'm going to have to buy more black paint too. Black paint and white paint. Thank you, Ruby. This is the cover for my art journal pages that I've been doing in the daily art journal for these pages. And I kind of wanted to keep it in the similar style because all of these pages, while they're different and have different, little bit different techniques on them, they all kind of look the same in many respects. They all have the same kind of feel and style to them. So this book was actually a scrapbook, and the pages were, it was like a Christmas, it was supposed to be like a Christmas gift from children to their father. And the pages had labels that you labeled the pictures or the pages with the kids' with sayings and stuff. So, boy, that's going to get in the paint. So, I'm just doing layers of stuff on this, just like I had done the pages. So I do a little layer and I have to let it get dry, and then I do a little more and have to let it get dry. It's easier. I think I'll turn it over. You know me, I don't use the heat gun. Okay, what am I? Did Lisa come in? Well, thank you, Ruby. Those are the pages I have done in the series that's called Daily Art Journal page. So if you want to see more of them, I'm going to do a flip. When I get this book all done, I'll do a flip. Lisa has paint that I wonder if I can get you a picture. Let's see if I can move the camera. I didn't shop in August except for the fact that I replaced paint. And then I got a $10 like a gift card from Joann's that had to be used by the end of September. And that's most of it, but that's not all of it. So I have more. I just haven't opened the next bottle. Yeah, Ruby, it's been a fun series. The only reason I stopped it was because, did I get that back? Uh-oh, just a minute, guys. Sorry, giving you a headache. Yeah, Patricia, I don't need any more paint. I just need to open the new bottle. I stopped doing it, Ruby, because I wanted to do. Atback had that challenge where, and Lisa did it, and several people did it, where you were supposed to use what you had, and I didn't get to do it in August because we were just too. I was too sick. Mom was sick, and things just kind of went haywire. So I ended up starting it in September. And if I'm going to be doing a video every day for it, I can't do the daily art journal video too, not in work the way I have to work. So I don't like her red hat. So since I have too much black paint on my palette over here, I am going to pick up the black paint and paint her hat again. But yeah, Patricia, I like I said, I had a list before we got sick in August of paint that I needed to replace, colors. So when I went the first time, if I had known I was going to get the gift card thingy or the rebate thingy, I wouldn't have gone the first time. But when I went the first time, I didn't buy anything but paint. I was very good. I stuck to the plan and didn't buy anything. But I did replace the paint that I had. Well, then when I got that $10 rewards thing that had to be used in August, I decided I would go ahead and get paint with it. So that's all I got was paint in August. But paint is something you use up. I didn't get any new tools or anything like that. I like the black hat better, but I might do something different too. I might put down the road. We'll see. But now, let's see. I gotta put this up. Now I have all this paint over here on my palette that needs to go somewhere. You guys would not believe it, but I managed to break one of these cards. I actually used it so much that I broke it. Janet and some of the girls had watched them, Ruby. I think they came out pretty good. I try not to make them too long. Of course, I don't get to play like that every day, so I have to be careful and only have so much playtime. I have to make the video the video in my playtime. So okay. Now I don't have quite such a mess on my table. Oh, okay, Mary. Mary has finished her popcorn and moved out of her easy chair. And I need to clean this up. It looks like I got scraps over here. I'm going to have to clean eventually. It was amazing that I got anything done in August. Mom got sick, I got sick, Jeff got sick. Mark, are you feeling better? Are you here still? I know you said that you had gotten dehydrated. Oh, I'm wiggling the table. Sorry, guys. I'll do it slowly. Mark, I hope if you are here, I hope you can hear me. I hope you got to feeling better. So, yeah, Patricia, I don't lack for much of anything as far as art supplies go. That doesn't mean I don't want a whole lot of things, but I've been collecting them a long time. Somebody the other day said they had like 500 rubber stamps and never used them. And I said, yeah, I probably have that many too. I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for a long time, and I don't have just Stampin' Up! Stamps, but I got tons of Stampin' Up! Stamps. And then I have a friend's mother was getting rid of all of her stamps, and I have boxes and boxes from her. And a lot of them I don't use. So, okay. The other day I made these little booklets. And there's a video, but what happened is that I made the tags and stuff for the other booklet, but I didn't get the tags made for this one, these two. So I thought I'd finished up the tags. Nothing special. But while my cover dries, I'm going to finish these tags. Okay, I still haven't seen Mark pop back in to tell me he's feeling better. So, anyways, I just want to finish up these little tags and stick them in these two little books and finish up these little books. Now, there's a video on these little books, just so you know. This is the second version of my little book. They're made with a sheet of You know, Patricia, it's funny, but that's what I use a lot of too. And so, why do I have all of those rubber stamps? You know, why have I kept them? Uh, Probably because there's a fair amount of investment in them, yes, but they just kind of take up space. Um, it probably would be better if I would get rid of them and have more space for other things. So, um, I'm I know I need several of these little swans. This paper had these cute little swans in it, so I used them as decorations. I don't know if I can punch this. Yeah. About 3, and I thought I was over. um, Ruby, I really don't use them, and frankly, you know, I have them, but when I go to use, when I want something, I don't really have what I want. It, you know, they just don't suit my style or something. I don't know, or because they're somebody else's, they're not part of my art. And yeah, Patricia, they were a good deal. For one, the Stampin' Up! Stamps I got because I was a demonstrator and I never paid for them. They were all the I earned them as freebies for different things. So, uh, I mean, I shouldn't say I never paid for them. I paid for some of them, but a lot of times they were the demonstrator freebies kind of thing. And then the ones from my friend's mom, she didn't want anything for them, so I didn't spend any money there. So this string needed a little tie on it, and I forgot about that. So yeah, they were free. They were free. Now I will also tell you that I have been collecting stamps since Jeff and I got married. Um, on our honeymoon, of all things, somehow or another, we ended up in a stamp store, and he bought me my very first 2 stamps. As a matter of fact, I think I showed them to everybody last weekend. Yeah, Ferdinand, did you use them? Mary, I didn't like to color when I was a kid. It's like I may not be good at drawing faces or drawing anything specific. Now, the okay, I had the heater thing. The the art of coloring has changed a lot. For one, I don't like color crayons. I really dislike color crayons. But at the same time, it seems like that's just okay. That's not working. It seems like that's not my art. That's someone else's art. There we go. Guys, I'm having to melt this string. That this is a nylon string, and come on. Okay, that's done now. Now we can go on to the tags. Oh, I need to finish up the fronts too. Okay. Maybe I'll finish the front first. The second one, the one with the little flip these, Franna. This is the second one I think that you're talking about. I had extra pieces and I had made a boo-boo, so I just did something different. I need to finish the fronts of this though, so I'm gonna use these for some little gifts for my sister and the likes of that. You know, we don't give Christmas gifts to speak of anymore, but they'd also be fun to send in Happy Mail. But we're not together. Sending things to Alaska is unbelievably pricey. None of us really need anything, so we don't do gifts in our family too much anymore. So, and then Stephanie sends me stuff that's so fun. Oh, you thought I disliked it so much I was going to set it on fire? No, I didn't dislike it that much to set it on fire. I used, there's a spool of it here. This is Ceylon. It's a nylon cording, and I have it because for jewelry. It is not my favorite by any means to sew books together or to use for any. I really don't like it. I don't even like it for jewelry. Once I found a supplier for waxed linen, I quit buying this, but I have it. And the point this month, especially this month, is to use what you have. So I've just been trying to use that kind of stuff that I have and use it up. And this, if you guys saw that little book, the way when you fold a zine, you always end up with this little funny spot. And so what I've done is just decorated that funny spot a little. The problem is that I also use this as a pocket, so you have to be real careful on how you put the glue on it. So, Mark, did you ever find this glue? I don't know if he's still here. When Mark asked me about this glue, I went back and double checked, and both Michael's and Joanne's have it. So now I don't know about Hobby Lobby. I don't go into Hobby Lobby very often. But I'm going to tell you guys, I certainly didn't come anywhere close to using up all of the paper in this paper pad. I'm way going to have make more stuff to use that up. You found it at Michael's. And Mark, how are you feeling? Are you feeling better? Oh, heck. Oh, I'm back? Oh, good. Thank you, Mary. Hi, Janet. We've been off a couple of times, I think, since you were gone. I'm just putting that in there so it doesn't stick. I'm just finishing up some tags and stuff. Much better? Okay. Again, Ruby? Is anybody still here? Is everybody buffering? Okay, Patricia. Ruby, can somebody just a minute, let me type because Ruby's buffering. She needs to refresh. That happens to me when I watch Mary. For some reason, I have to refresh. Let me get my fingers. Oh no, did you just get glue everywhere? I did. Dang it. Oh, heck. Okay. Well, I just got glue everywhere on that, so I'm going to have to do something to cover that up. It's not good when you make a mess. I think I told you guys that we went to try to buy Jeffrey cables so that he could listen to TV and when I'm doing lives or videos or anything. He did finally find somebody that had an idea of how to do it, but it was way pricier than we're willing to pay. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I let that slide and now there's glue all over the front of my book. So now I have to do something a little different. You know how that goes. So, Janet, that's because you guys are getting that stupid storm we had. I think, you know, it left 7 inches of water under our house. Jeff had to use a sump pump to empty out the house. Can't remember what I was talking about. Oh well. Okay. Now then, where did I get the glue at? Oh, it's the other one. Okay. Well, then I'm just going to put this one on where I want it. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to try. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to try to make something else with this paper pad so I can use paper a lot. So it's like, why do I have all these paper pads? It's like, why do I have the stamps? Why do I have the paper pads? I like all the other stuff so much. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, well, what we did was we got the sump pumps and pumped out from underneath the house. We've had to do it before. It's one of those things that there's a theater up the street and there's a bunch of what do I want to say? Businesses. they're behind us and up the road. And when we moved in, we didn't realize there was a holding pond up there. And the holding pond is way too small. And so when we get a good rain, it overflows. Now, at first, it was not maintained properly. And Jeff has been on a rampage with the county and everybody else for a while. He called everybody every single day. And he did get the pond. He finally found the right person to talk to. And they did do some reclamation on the pond so that it does actually function now. So Ruby, you see, and that happens to me when I watch Mary and I have to refresh constantly. I will tell you, I also cannot open Facebook and have YouTube open at the same time. It doesn't like it. So, okay, so those are going to be my front covers on this one. Now I need to do some tags. So, hi Franna. Anyways, the pond kept overflowing and he's gotten that fixed, but in that hard rain, the pond is too small, is what I was going to tell you. The pond is too small. And so when we get a really hard rain, especially as much as we've had, it still overflows. So we're going to have to do something else, I guess, to argue with those people. Because we can't keep clearing water out from underneath our house. It's just ridiculous. What I did was on the other little books for its pages, I just made 5 or 6 tall tags. They're very plain, very simple, and that's what I'm doing now. And then I had some journal cards that were from the paper pad, and so I'm just getting this done. Yeah, Ruby, I hope it's not going to bother you all, keep you from watching. And guys, if you guys lose me again, if I totally disappear, I probably am not coming back, but I will type in and let you know. I may try. Mary said that there's a way for her to come back on, but she's on her phone. And I know she just hits refresh and it comes right back, but for me, that doesn't, there's no way I can seem to do it. And I know Becky has to come back as a part 2 too. So I'm going to look at it and see if I can figure something out. But most likely I'll be gone if it does it to me again. So, oops. Oh dear. I almost cut that one way too tiny. I should not talk and do things at the same time. Measure twice, cut once. And the fun thing is that all I had to do was cut these in half, and they made the perfect size tags for the little books. And Franna, was it you that's wanted to make one of these, or Patricia, or Ruby? Oh gosh, I can't even remember. You guys just told you, whoever it was told me. There's a second video on making the tags. So, because it had gotten too long. I hit the video icon again and it gives me an option to resume or end. I hit resume. Okay, I will try that, Mary, but I've done that. The video icon. Okay. The only video icon I have is that little camera, and it tells me to upload video or go live. And when I tried it the last couple times, it says go live, and I have to start all over again. So I will check it out, though. I have thought about trying to do this with my phone, but everything is set up with the camera for the computer. So I think I will decorate these first. Okay. Maybe I'll leave those two plain. Couple plain. Okay. And by decorate, I'm saying that very loosely. I'm not going to decorate with very much frou-frou or anything. These were for putting in your purse. You don't want a lot of frou-frou stuff in your purse. Okay. So at least that's the plan. When I hit go live, it asks me if I want to enter resume. Okay, I'll try that, Mary, but I really don't remember if it did that or not, but I will double check it. So you never know, guys. I might be right back. So and you know what'll happen is that it won't knock me off again, so I won't be able to check it. So, Mark, are you making art today? I forgot to ask you that when you came in. And Janet, are you still making painty paper? I know Mary's editing videos now. You watched 3 videos. Fran watched 3 videos. 3. Oh yeah, half a drawing, and we'll send them to each other. Oh, that sounds like fun. Let's see. Oh heck, these go on the front of my little little books. Well, maybe I won't put these on there. Seeing how the books are different. She's doing a voiceover with Tanya in her ear. That could be bad, Mary. Mary, did you know that there's a way to edit your live streams? I'll have to ask you that when you're not just listening and you're not working. I learned it the other day. It's in the new Studio Beta version. Found a pack of 6 textured fun foam sheets. Oh man. Okay, I'll have to look when I'm done with my live. I'll have to look. Those sound like fun, Janet. Textured fun foam. I didn't know they had that. Of course, I think I have a list of another dozen things that I want that are like recycled things to make tubes with. I'm going to have so many tubes. And the thing of it is, like Mary said, there's no reason you can't use those tubes on your jelly plate. I don't like those pointy things. Okay. 6 sheets for $1. Oh, I have to go to the Dollar Tree. Last time I was in there, although I spent something like $25. Of course, I did get what was it I got? Oh, giant Gatorade bottles. They're ones with resealable caps and things, so I get those, and then we fill them up with water for a while. So I will, however, have to go check out the okay. Like I said, I did not make these really fancy for the other book. I just did a little decorating here and there so that they had a touch of something to them. Yeah, well, Janet, the thing of it is that I can see if you use it on a jelly plate, you know how you're picking up the paint, then that's just going to add a layer to your wipe off paper that's totally different than splotching it down. It'd just be so much easier. So okay. I'm going to put, okay, I need to punch the thingies in there first. 3 of your videos on the zines. Aha. Okay, Franna. Yeah, then you've seen them all. So you saw me make the tags. It really wasn't anything special making the tags. I just wanted to be sure that you realized that there was a tag video, because I didn't get them done the way I had thought I was going to do them. I thought I was going to do it all in one session. And then the little book that I messed up, it came out so cute. I had to make a video on that, of course. And you know, I got this thing at Tuesday morning. Deepening. I mean, it was on the clearance at Tuesday morning. And I had not used it. And I'm like, okay, I got to use this thing or I got to get rid of it. One of the two. I didn't need it. So I really have to use it. So I started using it and I really like it. It's so cute. So I think I'll be using it a lot more. I think I got it for something specific and then I never did it. You know how you do those things? Oh, into smaller stamps. Janet, you're going to have, what's this? Frustration is bordering on, goodness. Ruby, I'm sorry. I'm beginning to wonder if it's Sundays. Now, Becky couldn't even get on. It wasn't it Monday night? She couldn't even get on. So, I really think YouTube has just gotten really too full. And I'm sorry, Ruby. When I dropped off the first time today, guys, the other thing is that I have accused Jeff of he plays this video game online, and I sort of have accused him of it costing me my videos. That it's him that makes me drop off and buffer, and he wasn't even on the computer when it happened. So, Ruby, I'm sorry that you're still trying. Oh dear. I'm sorry, Ruby. Try logging out, Ruby. I know I have there it is. Tag punch somewhere, or a corner rounder. You guys getting bored? I think I'll put this up and work on it after. I want to do another layer on my notebook, on my, scrapbook cover for my art journal. So I think I'll do that before I finish these. You won't care, will you? Okay. We maybe need to change it. Oh, yes, Janet. What is it? There's a little star at the bottom, Ruby. That if you go to that star, okay, Becky said something about 720. Ruby, go to 720. Is that right, Janet? Change it to 720. Okay, yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Boy, I just about did myself in. Okay. Let's see here. $7.20. I just about knocked my own self off, guys. Okay. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of liking this just like it is. I was going to put another layer of paint over it. Now I'm thinking not. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Mitz. I think I'm going to do just a little bit of decorating. I've got this gold Uniball pin. I want to make these circles stand out just a little bit more. And then I think I'm going to do some dots. Can you guys even see that outline? Not real well, which is what I want. I think I just want it to just outline the edges of these just a little bit. And then, of course, it has to have dots. Thanks, Mitz. Groovy, I'm glad. I hope it works. Franna, it is that it's not an envelope punch board. This is a tab punch board. It's for making the tabs like at the top of a file folder. And I got it because I wanted to make tabs that I put on things. Okay, let's see here. Like this one. You see how this is a tab and it's on that whole piece. It's doubled up and it's just a little tab. And this over there. When you want a tab that comes down on the back and on the front, it took me a minute to figure it out, but you have to fold your piece of paper in half like so, and then this is the folded side, and that's the side you actually punch, is the folded side. And I've got it set up where I'm just lining up the edge of my paper. You can actually, let's just fold this piece. You can punch it, let me see here, shallower. Let's see. You can punch it shallower so that it punches right on the edge, and it just takes a corner off, like a corner rounder. But if you move this little, I'm sorry, you can't hardly see. There's a little guide right there. And then when you slide your paper into the guide, it ends up being that like on a file folder. But if your paper is folded in half, like this one is, then and you punch it on the fold side, then what you can do is you put glue on this part and glue on this part, and you can glue it on your page or your tag, like so. Uh-oh, Mitz, does that mean I'm gone again? Oh, dear. Anyways, no, it's okay. Thanks, Mitz. Mitz, if you didn't see, Ruby had to reset the settings down from 1080 to something lower. Becky talked about that before, is that if you're clear up at 1080, then a lot of times you get knocked off. And Mary, I'm using gold. Yeah, on 720, that's what I think Becky told us to use. Yeah, on 720, that's what I think Becky told us to use. Janet's got hers set down, I think she said to 240. I don't know if mine gives me that option or not, down to 240. Guys, I'm really liking this. I like how it came out. I really was headed for some more layers, but I think this is going to be it. I like it's. I may have to sand the edges though, because those papers are very stiff. I'm going to have to get an X-Acto knife and my cutting mat out to cut them off. They dried a lot stiffer than I expected. I originally was going to fold them over and put them around the edge, and then I decided that that was just not going to happen. The folding over part meant that things were sticky. So if I had thought I was going to leave it this way, I could have done this before I put the black on, then I would have been easier. And of course, there's a lot of texture in this too, so it's a little hard to write on. I'm really glad I got most of this done today, because I want to paint the inside. I think I'm just going to paint the inside a solid color. I don't know. I may paint it with like multiple color shades of a color, just because, you know, I can't leave it white. Of course, I could put a piece of my painty paper on there too. Opinions, painty paper. Yeah, Mark, are you waxing them? That's what I do to mine, is wax them. But what are you doing, Mark? You tell us something and then you don't tell us. What did you use? My head in the way, guys. I'm sorry. I tend to do that. Ceramic coat wax. Janet, you know, I hadn't learned about Danny Vance when I bought what I bought, but I've got such a huge can of it. I'm not going to go out and buy something else. The thing about it is, I don't know if you can paint over it. Let me get it. And I know with the Daddy Vans, you can paint over it. So, and Mark, did you get the ceramic coat wax at the art store? Some several people on YouTube, that's what they had recommended, and so I got this. But I mean, it takes a long time to make this go away, so you know, I can't imagine using it in my lifetime. But I am not sure that you can paint over it. And with the ceramic coat or Daddy Vans, I think you can. So Janet, have you tried to paint over the Daddy Vans? I know that's what Shannon Green uses. And Mark, does it go on like wax? Do you have to buff it off, or does the ceramic coat go on like paint? It's for paint. Yeah, it's for paint. Oh, on Amazon. I think that's one of the reasons that Shannon liked the Daddy Vans, Janet, is because if you change your mind after you've put it on there and you want to paint over it, you can. With that paste finishing wax, you absolutely can't paint over it. But Mark, does it go on like paint? Or do you put it on like wax, where you have to put it on and then buff it off? I'm just curious. I sure do like these Uniball pens. Somebody had them in a whole bunch of colors. I'm gonna have to look for that. I don't use very many colors of pens, so I don't know if I would, because I have paint markers and I don't even use them. Hi, Mary. What do you use, Mary, on your pages to keep them from sticking together? I know you're listening, and I know you're making videos for us to see tomorrow. Okay. Mitts, I use the white ones just this one. It's called the Signo. This one, Uniball Signo Broad. I use this one all the time, and I have the gold one and I have the silver one, but I'm just wondering if I would really use them in colors. Just because I don't use colors very much. I just don't. Okay, it's got to have some dots now. And I'm going to see if I can stand doing it with my paint pen. I want to get Posca pens. You can't even correct yourself. Run it on Mint L. Okay. You can paint it on or run it on and let it dry and then buff. Okay, so it's not creamy, it's liquidy. That's what I was trying to find out, Mark. Rub it on or paint it on. Okay. Okay, Mark, make sure you read Mitz's comment. I use matte medium too, Mary, and I'll tell you what, it'll stick down here. It'll stick like crazy. Okay, I think I'm going to start on the back because that way if I don't like it, it's on the back. Yeah, Mary, I use paste finishing wax, and you have to be really careful to not put on too much. Mark said there is a new, it's called Ceramcoat wax, and of course Janet said she's using Daddy Vans. I've heard really good things about the Daddy Vans. I already had this other, so. It's about using what you got. But I'm going to have to go through. These pages are even sticking to the back side of the back side that's of the page in front of it that's not even painted. So I know it's going to stick to everything. Now, a lot of times, guys, I use paint to do this and use the back end. Mary actually taught me this. Now she has dead markers, and I didn't have any dead markers. Yeah, Janet,